So guys, welcome back to this live. So we're talking about some pressing issues. This headline says Tinubu increases petrol pump price to 8.55 per liter, which means that a liter you buy now is around 8.55, and then you expect Nigeria to get better. I don't think that's possible because fuel is among the basic needs of life, and it's being this expensive shows that Nigeria is in trouble. Because if you import goods, you have to add the fuel money. If you are importing goods even within Nigeria, they also need to add fuel money. So anything you are doing in Nigeria right now actually needs fuel, and fuel is more like a basic necessity of life. And imagine the government literally taking that out from us. That shows a bad thing. And I think the government needs to wake up and know what they will do about this issue of fuel scarcity. So President Bola Tinubu administration appears to have upped the price, petrol price from 650 naira to 855 naira, according to pump price displayed on Tuesday on fuel dispenser at the government NNPC station. Could you imagine such? Imagine a liter of fuel at 855 naira. And shocking thing is that some people are start selling like 1,000 naira. Yesterday, I saw a pump dispatch fuel this thing that say that a liter is 1,050 naira. Then how do you expect people to survive? How do you expect transporters to transport themselves from here to here without being asked to pay a whole lot of money? So I think this is the basic thing that the government needs to work on. This issue of fuel price subsidy, this issue of hike in fuel price will cause a lot of problem for us in Nigeria because you need fuel to do things, businesses need fuel to run, and some companies also need fuel to run. A lot of people need fuel to run their businesses. And then Tinubu coming out to increase fuel price from 650 naira to 855 naira sends a bad signal. That means that the whole 10 days protest that we had during the 10 days protest was actually a waste of time because the main issue and main aim for that protest was for government to reduce fuel price. And then government coming up right now to actually increase fuel price just send a signal to the citizens that they just wasted their 10 days in the protest. And also, there's a forthcoming protest coming up arranged by Sowore. That is protest that will come up on the 1st of October that will last for 20 days. And guess what? The government have already started trying to arrest Sowore so that he will bring down that. So just what this headline that says that Nigeria's new DSS chief reconfirmed directive to detain Sowore upon arrival in Nigeria over embargo governance protest. Could you imagine that? So they're planning on how to stop that forthcoming protest because they know that it will actually cause them more harm than good since they decided to neglect what people want, which is reduce fuel price and reduce the cost of living. And here we are, nothing is being done. So amid a lingering fuel scarcity and crisis, petrol prices on dispensing machines of government-backed NNPCL station in Lagos and Abuja on Tuesday showed 855 per litre, cementing claims that the price has been reviewed upward to reflect the nation's current foreign exchange woes and fuel landing cost hassles. So other fuel stations adjusted their price to 897 per litre on Tuesday morning. And I'll tell you some did their own or hiked their own to 1,000 naira, 50 naira, 1,050 naira per litre. That's to get a 5 litre now will cost you about 5,000 naira. That's so bad and sends a bad signal about this country because the government don't care anything about the masses. All they care about is their personal self. You can imagine that Nigeria is among those that are owing money in the history or like in the whole world. But guess what? Our presidents are buying private jets, they are buying SUVs for the senators, they are using 158 million to renovate toilets. They're using 256 million to decorate a hall for the first lady. These are things you hear on social media. You're not be wondering if the people even have a single conscience for the people they are leading. But to me, I don't think this will have any conscience about those that are leading because you can't tell me they're leading people and then your own personal interest comes in place before theirs. No, that sends a total bad signal. So Fendi Sowore, the NNPCL spokesperson, told People's Gazette, I'm not aware, but I will find out. Fuel prices have dwindled between 580 per litre to 700 per litre since Mr. Tinubu became the president of Nigeria after removing the fuel subsidy in 2023. But in recent weeks, the nation have suffered an acute fuel scarcity that led the fuel stations with fuel to sell All exorbitant prices above 900 per liter, while black market prices exceed 1,000 naira. These are actually the things we see on social media. You can imagine a liter being sold by 1,000 naira. Some are even selling 1,100 naira because everybody wants to make gain. That's the essence of business. You make business to make gain. But when there's no gain, you have to hike your own price to also make gain. And I don't think that this is what the country needs now because this protest coming on the 1st of October, planned by Sowore. This one is actually the embark governance protest that's coming up on the 1st of October to the 2nd of October. I think we'll carry more for since the 10 days protest we had didn't do anything and the government felt reluctant about that 10 days protest. They did nothing till today, me and you is speaking. So they are not planning to arrest Sowore upon his arrival in Nigeria because they know that they say that he's the one that pushing this protest that the others are doing, that he's the one pushing it, that they'll need to arrest him so that they will stop, or let's say, to reduce the weight of the protest that is come because they know how the other one came and actually came with full force. So on Thursday, the Tinubu government issued a statement denying reports that pegged the official fuel increase to 1,000 naira. Could you imagine that they came out to actually deny that, saying that they are not the one that caused or they're not the one that said that fuel should be increased. Imagine coming publicly to deny such things and coming out and this show that our government are very, very, very unaccountable because you cannot come and they are not accountable of their own statements. Coming up again to say that this is a lie, that they didn't say this or they didn't say that. It's actually saying a very, very, very bad signal to the Swiss country. So the federal government is compelled to address the outright falsehood currently being circulated on social media, which claim that the Minister of Petroleum Resources, that is oil, Senator Henneken Lapobri, has directed the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, that is the NNPCL, to inflate petroleum company limited to inflate the petroleum prices above the approved pump price, said the statement by Nemeka Okafor, social advisor, media and communication to the Minister of Petroleum Resources, which is Henneken Lapobri. So these are the things we see and can the government take up what they say that they did? Can they come up and say that yes, we did this, that yes, we are the one that say that fuel should be increased, than coming up and saying that they're claiming that they did not ask for the fuel price to be increased. Could you imagine such? And also this issue of Sowore, them planning to arrest Sowore, so the bad signal that you cannot come up again in this country and make a speech for anybody to hear because once you come out to stand for the truth, the government does nothing else than to try to bring you down. And that's what they did to Senator Nengi when he came up and said the truth. And after they gave him 3 months suspension, and then Senator Dume came out to say the truth, and they also removed him as chief whip and also scorned him that he should not say or make such statement again. So the Nigeria Secret Police, the Department of the State Services, that is the DSS, has instructed airport security and immigration authorities to intercept and detain prominent human rights activist Omoyele Sowore upon his arrival in Nigeria. Salah reporters learnt. So these are the things they've been planning. So it was learned that the directive issued by the newly appointed DSS Director General Adiola Ajayi stemmed from Sowore's role in the recent 10 days embargo governance protest. A trusted source of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos revealed to Star reporters that Ajayi has included Sowore's name on a security watch list, citing his involvement in the urban governance protest and forthcoming October 1st demonstration of justification. So my question is, if you are planning this now to bring him down, that means you have a ulterior motive because I think everybody in this country has rights of protest, they have the right of speech, has the freedom of speech. You can come up and say what you want to say about this thing. Protest is just coming out to say that you're not happy with the current government or how the government have been treating the masses. You can come out and say you don't like it. I thought that everybody has that freedom. But guess what? In Nigeria, nobody has freedom for anything. If you speak up, they attack you. Now, Sowore now has been speaking up for the masses, and now the government are trying to attack him. You can imagine adding his name in the security watch list that once he lands the airport, they should arrest him. Who does that? That's the violation of human rights, which means that nobody in Nigeria has human rights. Nobody has the right or freedom of speech or freedom to protest because protest is among the human rights. It's a means where citizens come out and say that they are not happy with this current government, that they need a change in government, and these are what Sowore is doing. And now the government are trying to shut him up amidst or against the forthcoming election, which is coming up on the 1st of October to the 20th. It's going to be a 20 days massive protest, which so already tagged revolution now, which means that it's no more going to be a normal protest because the 10 days what they did, the government did nothing about it. And now they are not saying that they need to do a revolution coming up this October 1st, which means it's going to be massive. And I think the government is scared of that one because they know that in the protest, it was peaceful one, people didn't react or do anything. But this one coming up and them not actually coming to rescue of the city of the country might people might come out with anger, more anger, and then destroy properties and do a lot of things that will hurt them. So the new DSS boss forwarded Sore's name to airport security for him to be arrested whenever he enters the country, the source said. Just tell me the reasons why they want to arrest him. Because he didn't do anything, he's just trying to carry out his rights as a citizen of Nigeria, which means everybody has rights of freedom, right of speech, right to protest. But in Nigeria, we don't have that because they feel that once you are pushing for protest, they come and attack you. Imagine them attacking Sowore. Sowore that is actually an activist coming out to just say that we need protest for the government to listen to our needs. But the government are now changing it to another thing. Imagine trying to arrest someone like Sowore. That shows a very, very, very bad signal for our country. So imagine doing an interview on September 4th, 2024 with Cordera Opey on the Voice of the People program. Sowore revealed startling information. The human rights activist and former president of candidate of the African Action Congress (AAC) confirmed that he had received credible intelligence that his name has been submitted to airport security personnel by the newly appointed Director General, like the newly appointed DSS General, come out to issue give Sowore name to the security that once he arrives to the airport, he should be arrested. Arrested for what? These governments are not doing things on their own, things that's not even on the constitution because everybody has rights. Imagine taking someone's rights away from him. So according to Sowore, the directive mandates his immediate arrest upon arrival at the airport. Furthermore, Sowore criticized the new DSS henchman for prioritizing political vendettas over addressing the persuasive insecurity that has brought Nigeria to its news. So, amidst the whole insecurity happening in our country, what the government is keen on is arresting people that come out to speak up. We know that Nigeria right now is very insecure. The East is insecure. Every day by day, they are killing, they are buying a lot of people in the Southeast. In the North, they are doing the same thing. Just check Niger States as of they are posted on this channel, where they say that let's say the people living in the Niger States should vacate their houses. These are the threats given by bandits that they should vacate their houses or else they want to be killed. Imagine giving coming out in the broad daylight to give those threats. They ask where our security members, what are they doing? Where are they that this insecurity is looming Nigeria? But they'll leave that one and then be doing what one that not concern them. Someone is trying to exercise his human rights, they're trying to arrest him, that which is very, very bad. And I think they should leave the non-important and pursue the important, which is trying to curb insecurities here in Nigeria. So he stated, we have drawn our next protest, which is in October. They called me several times. They have my name at the airport. I am on their watch list as I was told by several people. So they will most likely arrest me when I return to Nigeria, but that will not stop me. I will go to Nigeria whenever I want to go to Nigeria. This is my country. I don't have any other country other than Nigeria. And this is exactly Nnamdi Kanu's case. Like exactly Nnamdi Kanu's case. This was exactly what happened in Nnamdi Kanu's case because he was arrested or kidnapped in Kenya. Nnamdi Kanu was actually portraying his human rights, saying that Biafra needs to stand. And now the government tried everything they could to arrest him, and then they succeeded around 5 days ago when they arrested him in Kenya. Since then, and then they went to court. Court have actually granted Nnamdi Kanu bail, which means that he has no judgment. But yes, the government has still keeping him in custody because of the fear of Biafra. Why are you scared of Biafra? Give Biafra the land and let Biafra be. And I think that's the major source of insecurity in the southeast. Nnamdi Kanu being held in custody because these are the things we see. People are expressing their anger in Southeast because now the Kanu has not been released. Many people have given Tinubu or the government the advice. People have given them advice releasing Nnamdi Kanu. All other high people in Nigeria have given Tinubu that advice. They should release Nnamdi Kanu. But guess what? Tinubu doesn't listen to anybody. He does things his own way. Keeping Nnamdi Kanu custody is actually the main reason that is causing insecurities in Nigeria. Many people have said it in interview, in public places, that Nnamdi Kanu being in detention is causing more harm than good in the southeast. And now they are planning to even arrest Simon Ekpa. If you remember when I posted the video where the chief security of police sent message to the Finland government that they should release Simon Ekpa, or they should deport him down to Nigeria so that they can arrest him and do justice to him. You can imagine them coming out with such audacity and telling Finland that they should release, that they should send down Simon Ekpa so that they will arrest him also and keep him in custody to keep on reducing the Biafran agitation. But guess what? The more they keep on arresting them, the more people keeps coming out, because when Nnamdi was out, Simon Ekpa was not that loud. But when Nnamdi was arrested, Simon Ekpa came out. But it's not about, if they keep on arresting them, more will be coming out, and more will be coming out with full force. So this is not what they want to do. So to reduce or to curb this protest coming on the 1st of October to the 20th of October, because it's going to be a revolution as I'm seeing it, or as it's sounding. So the government should know what they will do to reduce this. But this is not the issue. The issue is that these people have done more damage to Nigeria's civil populace than they have done to anywhere else. So I don't know why I would be wasting my time advising the new guys there who came to the building of the president. Even as I am speaking with you, the new DSS guy transmitted to the airport today my name again, just to refresh the memory of the security at the airport, as if I come into this country, I should be arrested and brought to the office. Could you imagine such thing happening? So does that look to you as somebody that is serious? He asks. However, efforts to reach the spokesperson for the DSS, Dr. Peter Afunanya, for comment failed, as he did not answer his calls or reply to the message sent to his mobile line. Why are you trying to attack an innocent soul? Somebody that is planning just to make Nigeria a better place for the masses. Because the only way the government listens to citizens in other countries is through protest. But guess what? In Nigeria, it's not like that. In protest, a whole 10 days protest, the government did not do anything. Fuel price was the main reason for that protest, and yet government had the mind to increase fuel price. And guess what? They denied that they are not going to increase the fuel price. But we will still get to that when I come again live in the night. I will give you guys on this update how the government denied that they are not the one that increased fuel price, and a lot of denial that they've been doing, because the government will come and say this and then do another thing. I will all know the rumors, but actually the government coming out to say that they have increased minimum wage to 70,000 and also increased the NYC wage to 73,000. But guess what? They are still paying 30,000 because nobody have received that amount of money. The government have never signed it. They just said it. This is audio money. They're just busy feeding us with audio money. Nobody's giving us the correct information again in this country. Everywhere is full of fake news, and we don't know how to go about it, sharp, because this is so sad to watch and to listen to. The government should know and wake up and know how to serve the country better. Because you can't tell me that we are struggling in this country with no money, and then some governors are buying SUVs for their senators, buying a lot of cars, expensive cars for their senators, whereas people are hungry in this country. How does that sound? How does that sound in the ear? To hear that a country suffering from poverty are buying cars for their senators, a country that don't have money are using billions of dollars to renovate the VP's house, a country I don't have money. It's using 256 million naira to decorate a hall for the first lady. A country that don't have money is using 158 million naira to renovate a toilet. Like what I mean, a toilet, like normal toilet we know. They spent 158 million just to renovate it. And then there are a lot of schools in this Nigeria, in this, especially in the east, in the north, especially itself, that don't have any good school infrastructure. The schools are leaking. The students are sitting on the floor of their school uniform, and yet the government are spending this amount of money on their own personal interest. Schools are not yet taken care of. They don't have zinc, they don't have board, they don't have chairs to sit down, but yet the schools are in Nigeria. None of the politicians sends their children to the state. Check all the governors. No, their children doesn't school in their state. They send them to either Abuja, Lagos, or somewhere. They are being taken to outside country, because they know that the schools there are not what your students going. But yet you will keep a blind eye and be spending money on irrelevant things, buying SUVs, building houses, building this one. But no single company have been built in Nigeria to help alleviate poverty. Tell me how these people have their people in mind. Because I believe and I guess so that once you have somebody in mind, you do everything possible to make sure that they are comfortable. When you say you love somebody, you do anything possible to make them happy, but not in Nigeria because the government don't love the masses. Well, if they do, first and first, they need to do is how do we stop poverty in Nigeria? Poverty is among, like Nigeria is among the first or is among the top countries struggling with poverty. Because right now there's no company, there's no jobs in Nigeria, no company in Nigeria. Those any 30K now are suffering because you cannot buy a bag of rice. If you buy pepper now, pepper 500 naira is like you can count it. And then someone that's earning small amount of money that has family, how will they survive? So that the things that the government needs to wake up and come and address, or else this might get out of hand. So guys, this is the end of the live video. I'll see you guys in the night, and I promise you guys I'll give you a hot gist in the night. We'll talk about the hot gist in the night. So I'll see you guys in my next live. Don't forget and stay tuned to our channel. We'll keep give you guys back to back. Stay tuned, guys.